Everybody ain't did what you done did.
Hey, you right.
Exactly.
Everybody ain't did what you done did.
So don't try to. I know, but don't try to normalize.
I'm not
what you have done.
I absolutely am not. What I'm
like
saying,
your life is not normal. It's not no model that I want a mirror to follow, a money to follow, cadence to follow.
Okay.
Not. Okay. And I don't think their mothers would either. So let's be honest.
So what are you saying? What is that saying about me? I'm your husband.
Well,
you basically saying you wouldn't want my sons to be like me.
I would not want them to have as many children.
Okay.
And I would not want them to have all of these different situations. That's not something I would want for them.
I don't necessarily want that for them either.
Okay.
But don't sum me up just in the fact because I got kids. Because let me tell you something.
It's not just because you have children.
I'm gonna say it like this.
It's not just because you have children.
Everybody
ain't did what you done did.
Hey, you right.
Exactly.
Everybody ain't did what you done did.
So don't try to. I know, but don't try to normalize.
I'm not
what you have done.
I absolutely am not. What
I'm
saying,
your life is not normal. It's not no model that I want a mirror to follow, a money to follow, cadence to follow.
Okay.
Not. Okay. And I don't think their mothers would either. So let's be honest.
So what are you saying? What is that saying about me? I'm your husband.
Well,
you basically saying you wouldn't want my sons to be like me.
I would not want them to have as many children.
Okay.
And I would not want them to have all of these different situations. That's not something I would want for them.
I don't necessarily want that for them either.
Okay.
But don't sum me up just in the fact because I got kids. Because let me tell you something.
It's not just because you have children.
I'm gonna say it like this.
It's not just because you have children.
Everybody.
Okay, so if you're not familiar with this entire scenario, I don't know where the full interview is. I just saw this clip, while I was scrolling through social media. And basically, if you don't know who they are, Young Jock is a rapper, and they are both on the show Love and Hip Hop. And they recently have actually just gotten married, right? So they recently just got married, okay? And the first thing that I want to say when I initially saw this clip was that this is the prime example of as soon as you give a woman a ring or as soon as you give a woman status in your life, like you make her your girl or your wife or whatever, that they flip the script and all of a sudden they want to act like they run you. Yeah, this is a representation of that. It is, because she just married this man. And she has the audacity to come onto an interview and say that she does not want his children. Okay? Let's be very clear. She does not have any children. So the children that she's actually talking about are his children. Not her own, not the ones that she gave birth to, but his children. And she's saying that she would not want his children to follow in his footsteps. Now, let's be clear. He has been in a couple of different relationships. I believe that he's been married before, and he has a lot of children. Okay? He indeed has a lot of children. However, my conversational point is not about the logistics of their situation. It is about the lack of respect for her spouse. If you have a man, okay, people make mistakes in their past, people go through things, people, have different situations. But if you are in a situation or in a relationship with a man and you do not see him as somebody that you would want your sons to emulate, then why did you decide to be with him? Hello? If you thought it was not a good idea for him to have all these situations, all these decisions that he's made, if you feel so strongly about his past decisions, what would have made you say, I want to be your wife? It doesn't make sense to me. Because through the dating phase, you were cool with the situations that he had, through the relationships that he had, through the children that he had, through all of that, through the engagement, through the wedding. But now that you married, you trying to come and regulate, oh yeah, I don't want your kids behaving like you because what you did was not cool and you shouldn't, and da-da-da-da, and trying to regulate. That's disrespectful. It doesn't matter her opinion. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It does not matter her opinion. It doesn't matter her feelings in the sake of this interview. You want to have a private conversation with him? Have a private conversation. But to come out and try to like out him or put him on blast and make it seem like he is this and he's that and he's the worst of the worst and oh come on, you know you don't got no good situation. I would not want them to be like you. Like you're passing your place now. You're getting a little bit ahead of yourself, which a lot of women do. You're getting ahead of yourself. You just got the ring. And now you're shining the light on him like, oh yeah, you have all these imperfections. Like basically, these are the women that get into this mindset of like, I'm doing you a favor by being with you. Don't get, well, I could have done better, but I'm doing you a favor being with you. And because me, and because I'm higher than, and because you're less than, and because, come on. And what makes matters worse is that it's not even her kids. These children that this man had before he ever even knew that you were thought about existed. You're going to say that you don't want those kids to be like their own father? Again, if he had such bad traits, then why did you marry him? Why did that make sense? If you disagreed so much with the lifestyle choices, with the decisions that he's made, what would have made you say, I want to be with you now? And then come on an interview and talk about it. Because obviously this is not an open or a candid conversation that the two of them have had together based off of his response to the conversation. He's kind of like, well, damn, why are you going so hard? What you trying to say? What do you mean? And she's standing 10 toes down. And then after she sees his point of view and she sees him kind of like combating her, she tries to dial it back. Well, I'm not saying no, that's the problem with a lot of these women. You talk too much. A lot of y'all say too much. You do too much. You cry because you want to get the ring. And then when you get the ring, you start acting like you his mom now. And like you got to tell him what to do because, oh, I'm his wife. And so I have the right to say. That's why a lot of y'all will have the right and get left. Just being real. This is why men are hesitant on getting married. Because they've seen too many men go through situations where they had a relationship that seemed cool, seemed fine. The girl seemed, respectable and nice and cool. And then all of a sudden, as soon as she get that ring on, something clicks in her brain. And now I control you. I'm better than you. I'm higher than you. I can say anything. I can have an opinion on anything. Regardless of how it's going to make you feel. Because I'm the wife. And it's absolutely crazy to me. Again, whether he is right, wrong, or indifferent, you just married this man. You gonna come on this interview and try to embarrass him? And try to be like, oh yeah, well, your decisions are so, like you're so higher than thou? But why are you with him then? If he doesn't have anything for his sons to emulate, why are you with him? Why would you be with a man like that? That says a lot about you. Why are you trying to tell him about him and his kids? And then speaking on behalf of the children's mothers. Speak for yourself. Don't speak about, oh, well, I'm sure your baby mothers wouldn't like that either. Speak for yourself. Let them speak. Because from the looks of the situation between the two of them, is not like the mothers of these children are so gung-ho about you anyway. And now you're trying to speak for them. And now you're trying to, be the one that's the voice of the people. It's absolutely absurd. And again, if you have anything that you are disagreeing with your spouse about or you have any strong feelings or whatever, not everything have to come on the internet and come into an interview where you feel like you need to display things and be so vocal and again, talk so much. This is why a lot of women put themselves into predicaments after they get into the relationship, they get the man, they get the ring, and then they have troubles and trials in their marriage or in their relationship because you did too much. You got the ring, you got the title, he signed the contract, and you got giddy. Fast feet. Just want to start controlling stuff. Couldn't wait to be a wife so you could run somebody. It's crazy. But I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.